Okay, well, this is Brianna. She is taken as the mic, so she is actually going to be active in the HUBS group, which stands for Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Opinions. And of course, we are very happy to have her as part of our congregation. And a goodie bag.
Diane Sherman texted me this morning that she has a sprained ankle. She has it under ice and elevated, so she cannot be here this morning. And I'm here to talk a little bit about her. 30 years ago, long before our church was formed, a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to go to Harrisburg to protest the nuclear power plant. He said, we're going down with some friends, and one of the friends was Diane Sherman, and I met her. I had no idea that she was born as a Unitarian. 20 years later, or 10 years later, in 1990, as the church was being formed, Diane Sherman, who had then married John Yennison, showed up with her two children, Anthony and Chelsea. And their family became part of the initial group that formed the church. And Diane became the first president of our board of trustees. And then she evolved, and her kids grew up, and she sort of left, as sometimes happens, but she'd come back and to rejoin our church. Her son Anthony, who is part of the Occupy Wall Street movement and the 99%ers, will be speaking here on April 29th. So see, her work. So it's fun to have her back in full.
I'm still a mentor for Amy and Frank. They both bring a wonderful positive energy to our congregation. They're two lovely young ladies. And I think they'll be great additions to the congregation with very, very intriguing backgrounds. We're excited to have you.
We gotta do the video. It's very important. Okay, we'd also like to have a few leaders of the congregation give welcome. So the first would be our president, Ms. Sarah. Stand over.
I'd like to welcome all of you to the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Wyoming Valley. In joining our congregation, you are becoming part of a community that is prepared to embrace and support you. Your mentors and other members of the UU family are here to answer your questions, to guide you in finding meaningful activities and relationships within the church, and to encourage you on your spiritual path, wherever that may lead you. At the same time, the membership brings rights and privileges. It also brings with it responsibilities that include, but which extend beyond your pledge of financial support in whatever amount that may be. Membership comes with the implicit promise to participate actively in the community in accordance with your strengths and talents, be they running along, teaching an RE class, or even serving on the board. At the essence of UUism are the guiding force of love, concern for the welfare of others, and a belief in a religious community of peers who, to quote from the Seven Principles, provide a critical platform along with a network of mutual support. In other words, we value your ideas, opinions, and input, and we are honored to welcome you into our community, a community that values mutual responsibility, thoughtful caring for others and the world, and support for those in search of that which transcends even our own understanding. Welcome to you all.
As Director of Life and Faith Development, I want to welcome you on your journey for discovering what the truth is for you, what you believe. As you know, Unitarian Universalism does not have a creed, and we don't have all the answers. But we have lots of questions, and we invite you to join us on that quest. We have religious education classes for adults. We have small groups that you can join where you can seek the truth together. And AON is already a big part of our religious education building, and knows all about our classes, and we love having her there. So I did have just welcome gifts for the kids. This is for you, AON. And this is for your little sister, Dr. David Corner. You could see that her reading to her when it gets a little bigger.
And we'd also like to hear from our president, Lee Karen.
Well, basically I can just say what he said. Essentially, I was writing, and the inspiration struck today, and, well, I can't really say anything of what I wrote down, because I have it already. But one of the things I want to do is welcome you to a challenging denomination. This is a denomination in which there are no creeds, as we also established, but that means we have a responsibility to go find our truth for ourselves. Okay? So we're here to support you on this journey, but ultimately you're going to have to find it, and so welcome to that. And I was like, hey, this is going to be a lot of work, but really in the end. But also, as the board, the one thing I would urge you to do is check out the community, check out service on the board. Eventually, it's a community that runs by the efforts of its members, or the congregation runs by the efforts of its members. So, if you feel moved to serve at some point in the future, we would welcome your contribution.
And if you would look at the insert. The members of this congregation gather together seeking a higher purpose and deeper life than they can find alone. We are grateful today for each one of you that you have found your way here and that you have decided to make a commitment to this faith community. We hope that as members of our church, you will allow yourselves to know and to be known, to minister to and to be ministered unto, to love and to be loved by this congregation. The relationships we form in church are based on needs of the Spirit, needs that render each of us vulnerable and prone to error at times. We are all in need of grace and generosity of spirit from those around us. Membership in the church calls us, nevertheless, to celebrate the presence of each one here, to regard them as spiritual inspirations and potential teachers. Let us pledge today to extend that love to others and to accept it gratefully when we need it ourselves. And if you would join me in saying the congregational pledge. As members of this congregation, we pledge to be guardians of each other's spirit, to respect each person's personal struggle, and to believe in each person's inherent worth and dignity, as we expect to receive the same gift from others when we ourselves need it. We promise to serve the congregation according to our talents, while the congregation nurtures and sustains us, works for a more just world, and helps us grow into our better selves. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'll run it up. David, run it up. Okay, she's still getting it. Today's not there.
That if you can come, there you go. Okay. Okay, you on.